What's up, everybody? It is Amrita Singh. Today, I'm gonna teach you possessive pronouns in Punjabi. There are some possessive pronouns you won't find the books because in the books they're only formal pronouns, all right, possessive pronouns. But I'm gonna also include those pronouns we use in everyday life, right, which didn't exist in the books. That's why it's very important for y'all to understand this lesson, all right? Because you can be confused if you don't learn these one while we are talking. So then that's why I want to teach you this thing, which didn't teach you by a book or probably a traditional teacher. Now, if you see on the screen, you can see the pronouns you mostly see in the books, all right? But I'm gonna also include other nouns we talk like in everyday life. So you can see these on the screen. I included all how we are gonna use in masculine, how we're gonna use in feminine, and what is the version we are gonna use in colloquial, right? Which is gonna sound differently in a colloquial Punjabi than uh, traditional, or you can say the formal Punjabi. And there's also another possessive pronoun which is apna, and it can be used for all right. And we will also discuss how to use pronoun based on the distance. It could be different. If you're gonna talk about a possessive pronoun, right, and that thing is far from you, how would you say that? And if it's near to you, how would you say that? Everything I'm gonna clear in this video. So this lesson is for the beginners. If you don't know basically a lot of stuff in Punjabi, this video is for beginner. And make sure you check out my list Punjabi for beginners. There are a lot of stuff you can learn from the sequence. All right. Okay. So the first video, second video, like that. If you want to learn Punjabi and you're a beginner, then make sure you check out that playlist. All right. So you can see the first word is mera. Mera means my. All right. Or it could also be used as a meri if you're talking about object you possess and it's a feminine object, right? If I give an example, let's say you want to say this is my pen, all right? Pen is a masculine word, all right? How would you say "e mera penna"? You would just mera, all right? There's a book. How would you say there? Probably you're gonna say "e meri kitaba." You would just Mary because the book is feminine, all right? That time you would use Mary. All right, so all for basically that's all we're gonna use. If you're gonna use any other pronoun, the possessive pronoun, one is a masculine, one is feminine. All right, then you need to know which one you need to use. All right, depends on the object you're talking about. All right. So let's move to another one. Sada. Sada means like hour. All right, and sadi is also mean hour, but it's feminine word. You are gonna use for feminine. All right. The next word, tira. Tira means yours, right? Your, not yours, I mean your. And teri means also your for feminine, all right? Now, another word, tohada, all right? Tohada is basically, this is a formal word which is also using for, it also means your, but it's plural, all right? Plural. It means your. But it's only exist in the books, right? Nobody said tohada. So how we say, like in my area, Malwa, we say soda, all right? Soda. And if it's gonna be feminine, then sodi, soda, sodi, all right? And some area people say like thoda, all right? Thoda is also fine. It's also saying some people in Malwa they also say thoda, all right? Or thodi as a feminine. And some people say in another area they say tada, all right? For feminine, that's tadi, all right, which also means you are. Okay, the next pronoun is osda, right? Osda, that's also only in the books. Nobody says and speak in osda. We just say oda, right? It means his or her, right? His or her. Oda or odi, all right, in colloquial. And for formal is osda or osdi, right? And for plural, like if you want to use their, right? That's their pen or their book, whatever, right? Then it's going to onada, all right? If it's a masculine plural, then it's ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ. If it's like a feminine plural, then that's ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ. All right. Now it also depends who you are referring to. Let's say if you're referring to a multiple person and they own a one thing, right? And that thing is masculine, you will say onanda, all right? But if you are talking about even a singular person is singular, but he owns multiple things, right? Then it's going to be onna de. If it's a masculine, multiple things, onna de. If it's a multiple feminine thing, that's onna diya, all right? If I give let's you are two brothers and you own a car, right? And somebody asks me who's this car, I will say unnadi. If you are in front of me, I will just tell that person, I'm just like also indicate toward you, because those guys, right? I will say e onna di cara, onna di. I use onna as a plural because you are two guys, right? I use di as a singular feminine because car is singular and it's feminine. Onna di cara, right? Same, let's say there's a one person, you own two cars, right? Two cars. And somebody asked me, I will say, E odiyan karane. O, I use O, odi, right? O as a singular, diya. I use diya. E odiyan karane. Diya. I use it as a plural because you own multiple cars. Why is diya? Because cars are multiple, there are two cars, and diya is used for feminine, right? If there will be two motorcycles, I will say, ye o de motorcycle. O for singular, de for plural. Motorcycle are masculine plural, all right? So that's how it's going to be. Now, in the same situation, I'm telling this was if you are far, like I just to give you an example, you are far from me and somebody asks me, like, who own this car, right? And you are a little far from me, and I'm only talking to that person, and you are far. I will say, "Oh, the car." Oh. If you just with me right here and ask me that person who owned this car, right? I will just say, "Edi car," because you are near to me. Edi car, all right? So it's also based on the distance as well, all right? So this word apna, all right, or avda, they're basically little, almost similar, but there's a little difference, all right? And I'm not gonna explain it right now because it's gonna take so long video. And if you wanna listen it, what's the difference? I also made a podcast about it. So if you listen my podcast number 48, all right? If you don't know what is the name of my podcast name is Learn Punjabi Like a Native. You can listen it on almost every podcast app like Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. All right, I'll also put the link in the description. So if you want to know the difference between apna and avda, make sure you also listen to this podcast. And I'll also make a video, basically the visual video on this channel later, right? Anyway, this word is apna is can be used with every pronoun, mera, sada, tera, tohada, whatever, right? Or apni. Apni is basically for a feminine word, all right? And avda is same thing, all right? Little difference, but they almost same. So how would you use avda? Let's say if you ask really like who on this car, I will say Meri. I can just say Meri kara, or I can also say Meri avdi kara, or I can also say Meri apni kara, all right? Or I can just say Eta apni kara, right? It means ours, it means mine, all right? If it's somebody's car, I can say Eta odi apni kara, right? Odi. When I say Eta odi apni kara, it means it's his car, all right? If I say Eta teri apni kara, it means it's your car, all right? If I say Eta meri apni kara, it means my car. So apna can be used for for every pronoun, all right? Same with avda, you can also use avda. Avda and apna is same here. There's a little difference. I'll explain in another video. If you wanna know now, make sure you listen my podcast. So make sure if you don't know basically the main pronouns, all right, in Punjabi, like what is the meaning of I in Punjabi, what is the meaning of he, she, right? So make sure you check out my another video where I described the main pronouns. So my purpose is to uh, teach you from the roots. What are the roots of the language? Basically, learn the pronouns. Not only the pronouns you see in the books because they are incomplete. They are only based on the formal. But when people talk, they use like a little different pronouns in colloquial Punjabi. All right. They also use the formal ones, but they have also a little bit extra pronouns. So make sure you learn those so you can understand Punjabi people. All right. So at the end, if you think you are getting the value from this channel and you wanna support it, then you can support it through Patreon. Link is in the description. By the way, if you have a hard time to understand Punjabi pronouns like passive pronouns, active pronouns, and possessive pronouns, then you can get my free ebook. Link is in the description. So at the end, I hope you enjoyed the lesson and learned something new today. I'll be back with another lesson in another day.